there, it's Trunk here. Last time we got to see what would happen if you tried to ride your way through Kanto on a fire horse. Let's make things a bit less outlandish this time. A bit more regular. More normal. That's right, today we're going to find out, can I beat Pokémon Red with only an Eevee? Eevee is the most normal Pokémon out there. No, Ditto, you don't count, you're too weird to really be normal. But Eevee is just so normal. Every damaging move it can use is normal type. The only non-normal moves it learns are Toxic, Reflect, and Rest. Otherwise you're looking at normal all the way, which poses a real issue for one part later on. Think you know what that part is? Let me know in the comments and we'll see if you're right. Looking at Eevee's base stats, it's all very average. All very standard. Normal. The best thing it has going for it is decent special, which is great for defense, but really doesn't help as much for Eevee's offensive capabilities. Before we start, let's look through the rules. I can only use one Pokemon in battles, and that will be Eevee. I can catch other Pokemon for HMs, but I won't be able to use them in battle. Lastly, no items in battle. Only exception to this is to allow me to catch Pokemon for HMs. Oh, and one last thing. Look at this. This is a drawing I did on stream. I was trying to draw an Eevee from memory, and I'm sure that you can agree that I absolutely nailed it. Anyway, we name ourselves Norm because we're such a normie, and our rival is Manny because he can use Manny types. Our Eevee replaces Charmander because I want to have my opponent use a Squirtle, as that line has strong physical defense. Eevee is named Bill, which was the name of an Eevee I had during a Pokemon Crystal randomised run on stream once. I treated Bill very well, as you can see from this artistic rendition of one of the battles. Bill actually starts out with a decent moveset for the early game, Tackle and Sand Attack. Now let's beat up Manny Squirtle, fetch Oak's parcel, bring it back to him, get a Pokedex, then head off to Pewter City through Viridian Forest. It's clear to me that Brock is going to be quite tough, so we go up against him at level 14. We hit Geodude with 3 sand attacks to lower its accuracy, and give us an opportunity to slowly chip away at its health. Thanks to Geodude's high defense, type ineffectiveness, and defense curls, it takes 28 tackles to take it down. Then Onix comes out. I go to hit it with Sand Attack, and I'm immediately worried. We're outsped. This will cause problems with Bide. If it uses Bide and we go for Tackle, then we'll always hit it second, meaning we're guaranteed to get hit. We can at least use Sand Attacks after Bide happens, but we'll always get hit. Anyway, as you can see, it doesn't work out and we're taken out. We come back at level 18 and use the same strategy against Geodude. 3 Sand Attacks, then a bunch of Tackles. This time it only takes 17 Tackles, so hopefully I don't have to worry about struggling. When we get to Onix, we kick off with the Sand Attack and we outspeed, which is perfect. Now to see if we can fight our way through this. Of course, anytime Bide happens, we use Sand Attacks, and whenever Onix isn't biding, we use Tackle. The Sand Attacks mean that Onix often misses with Tackle. It takes forever, but we do it. So much tackling, and Bill is probably bloody and bruised all over from hitting all of these rocks, but he's a winner. We use Mount Moon to level up a bit and take on the mandatory trainer in Misty's gym to see what we can do, and yeah, this isn't looking good. We're at 10 HP when we finish the fight against Goldeen. There's no way we can do anything against Staryu and Starmie. Well, let's just see how the rival fight goes. And to be honest with that one, we don't have much we can do. We just hit things with Tackle and hope for the best. Unfortunately, we get hit with some Sand Attacks from Pidgeotto quite early on, which means we miss a bunch of Tackles and finally get taken out by Squirtle. Alright, let's just see how it goes if we do go up against Misty. We get through Staryu, and that's fine, but we're just not in a good place for Starmie. Trying to go through the rival is definitely the right way to go. The next time up against Manny, and it's not really that exciting, Sand Attacks and Tackles. But the most important part is the Squirtle. That guy can do a lot to us, so we hit it with Sand Attacks, and it misses most of its attacks, allowing us to hit it a few times, and we win. We head up to Bill's, get the SSN ticket, then check out what I can do against Misty. It's not much. Well, off to the SSN we go. The SSN gives us an attack that will be super important, Body Slam. It's just so good at this stage of the game. We meet Manny again, and a Body Slam nearly takes out his Pidgeotto in one hit, and another one gets rid of it. Here we learn another pretty useful attack, Quick Attack. Still, Body Slam is the main way to go, and that's what we use against Raticate. Then Kadabra disables our Body Slam, so I guess we get to use Quick Attack already. One hit crit, and it is down. Body Slam is now available, so we just go straight for that against Wartortle. It does over half its health in damage, so let's just hit it one more time and we're done. After grabbing Cut, we head back to Cerulean and fight Misty. For some reason I didn't heal ahead of this fight, which might have actually been quite a bad idea. But Body Slam, as you can see, it's just so strong. One Body Slam absolutely destroys Staryu. Misty uses the next defend on Starmie, which means that Body Slam isn't quite as powerful as it should be, but it doesn't really matter. Starmie can't hit us for much either. 2 more Body Slams and we are through this fight. Things are looking alright right now, but I'll be honest, Bill's not really that powerful. I feel like we're going to be facing some real issues soon. And you know what? We'll see that in the rock tunnel. There's this one mandatory hiker who has 2 Geodudes and a Graveler. They all know self-destruct. We're doing some decent damage against the Geodude, but when we get hit, it's taking out a lot of our health. Then we get hit with a self-destruct and we're wiped out. This might seem like a real problem, but there's actually quite an interesting way of getting through this. Sand Attack. We go for a Sand Attack on the first Geodude and it immediately blows up and unfortunately hits us, which deals over half of our health in damage. Well, the next one comes out, we hit it with a few Sand Attacks and it blows up and completely misses us. I try and picture how exactly this works in my head, and I'm not entirely sure what's happening. I guess Geodude just has so much sand in its eyes that it floats off in the wrong direction and blows up somewhere else. Well, we do some more Sand Attacks on the Graveler, it walks off and blows up, and we've won. After that nonsense, we're off to Lavender Town to beat up Manny, and, well, it's really easy. Everything's a 2-hit KO, apart from Kadabra. That's a 1-hit KO. Manny's really not been that much of an issue so far. I'm wondering if he will be later on. I'm expecting some challenge to come up, that's for sure. Well, let's head to Celadon and see what we can do against Erika. We hit Victory Bell with a Body Slam and it does some decent damage. We get hit with a Razor Leaf and it takes out a big chunk of our health. Another Body Slam takes it down. Next up is Tangela and a Body Slam paralyzes it. It responds with Constrict, but it's pretty much useless. A second Body Slam nearly takes it out and Erika uses a Super Potion. We go in with another Body Slam, they miss a bind, and then we finish it off with a couple of Quick Attacks, when really what I should have done is just use Body Slam. Vileplume comes out and yeah, it's just more Body Slams. Sadly, we're not doing enough to it and Petal Dance finishes us off in a couple of hits. We try again and this time Victory Bell uses Wrap on us, which is really annoying, but eventually we manage to take it out. Tangela actually goes down to 2 Body Slams this time. Feels like we're in a good place against Vileplume and... ow. Sleep Powder. Oh! And then we immediately wake up. Sure. No, I'll take that. I'll take that. Petal Dance gets really scary and we're almost downed, but Quick Attack then lets us finish it off and we are done with Erika. A bit of a scary fight. Hopefully the Rocket Game Corner doesn't cause us too many issues. Giovanni has some Pokemon that Bill will really struggle against. We start up with Sand Attacks to limit Onyx's effectiveness, and then it uses Rage, which honestly I'm really happy with. Once Rage gets going, it can't stop raging. Sand Attacks means it never hits us after the first hit, and Body Slams take it down. We use a similar strategy against Rhyhorn, and it's a similar situation to last time, though this time we do get hit with a couple of really nasty Horn Drills. When we finish off Rhyhorn, we're at 64 HP. Unfortunately, Kangaskhan then hits us with a 5-hit Comet Punch, and we're down to very low health. We go for a Sand Attack to reduce its accuracy, but it hits us with the next Comet Punch, and we are done for. While we're close to getting through Giovanni, I figure it might actually be a better idea to level up slightly and deal with someone I've totally forgotten about, and you might have forgotten about them as well. Lieutenant Surge. Yeah, sorry about that, mate. I fight some of his dudes before taking him on, and then we just use Body Slam until I win. What is interesting to see is that Raichu outspeeds us, even though it's 13 levels lower, which actually has me quite worried for some of the fights later on. Right, Giovanni, you're the last thing I can sort out. Let's go! I can't be bothered with Sand Attack, so just go straight in with the Body Slams and have 85 HP left for Rhyhorn. I figure let's just keep slamming, so do the same, and we're at 52 HP when we get to Kangaskhan. I go for Sand Attack, but Giovanni uses a Guard Spec, so it doesn't work. So, it's back to slamming, I suppose. Kangaskhan locks itself into a Rage, and we take it out pretty swiftly. I'll be honest, I don't think the extra level that we got really mattered, but I'm sure it helped a little bit. And here it is. This is the bit I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting for. Pokémon Tower. Some of you might be wondering, wait, why? What's so bad about here? And it's ghosts. Ghosts are the problem here. Let's look at Eevee's moveset again. All the attacking moves are normal. Let's look at a type chart. See that? Normal moves do nothing against spooky ghosts. We don't stand a ghost of a chance. Unless there's a move that can hit ghosts. But surely not. Well, what if I was to tell you that Bide can hit ghosts? You know, that awful move that no one ever uses after Brock gives it to them? The TM that probably just sits in your PC or gets sold off when you remember that you have it? Well, it's actually going to be quite useful here. So here's a fight with one of the mandatory channelers as we explain things a little bit. Bide works this way. You activate it, then you just sit there for 2 or 3 turns, getting hit, and then you'll deal twice the damage you took from your opponent. When that happens, there actually isn't a check for type effectiveness. Despite being a normal move, this means it won't be resisted by rock-type Pokemon, or, in this case, completely miss ghosts. So, we have something that can actually hurt a Ghastly. There is a problem though. We need to be hit by Ghastly in order to be hit back, and Ghastly has 3 moves. Nightshade, which can hit us, Lick, which is a ghost type and can't hit us, and Confuse Ray, which can confuse us, cause us to attack ourselves, and when that happens, disrupts our Bide, meaning we have to start the process all over again. That is, of course, if we don't take ourselves out first. This first channeler has 2 Ghastly. Both of them can cause us major issues. And major issues they did indeed cause. How many issues? How about the fact that I fought this channeler 25 times before finally beating it? There's no technique, no skill, just sit there, get hit, and hope you don't get confused. If you start taking too much damage, may as well just reset and start over again. It's tedious, took me about 15 minutes on double speed, but I finally got there. So, hooray? Well, now it's off to fight 2 more channelers. Thankfully, both of these only have 1 Pokemon each. 6 fights later, and we get through the second mandatory channeler, 4 fights after that, and we get through the last one. So yeah, that's it. Bide. That's how you defeat ghosts. It's boring, it's tedious, and it works some of the time. After that, we re-dedify Cubone's mum, get the Pokeflute from Mr. Fuji, Mr. Fuji, then tell Snorlax to bugger off back to the mountains before heading down to Fuchsia City. Next up comes the Koga fight, and I'm a bit concerned about this one. We've got to level 43, and we're not too far ahead of his Pokemon. Let's see how things go. Bill Body Slams Coughing twice to take it out. Next up is Muck. Body Slam takes out about 1/3 of its health, and then Sludge takes out a good chunk of ours. Body Slam then paralyses Muck, but it manages to minimise to try and stop us hitting it. This doesn't work, and we just hit it, taking it out. The second Coughing goes down to 2 Body Slams. Lastly is Wheezing, who has the same level as Bill. We smack it with a Body Slam, and it really isn't doing that much at all. Then we get hit with Sludge, and it does a ton of damage, and poisons Bill. Getting hit again would probably take us out, so we need to end this quickly. We hit with another Body Slam and paralyse the Wheezing. I hope for Paralyze to do a thing, but it's fine, and then it tries to hit us with Smog, which misses. We Body Slam again, it tries Smog again, and misses again. Then we hit it with a crit Body Slam, and we are done. We totally lucked our way through this fight. Maybe an early Sand attack on Wheezing might have been better, but it all worked out, so I'm not going to complain. Well, with that taken care of, let's head to Saffron City and clear out the rockets from the Sylph Company building. Of course, Manny is in the way of us getting rid of them, so we need to deal with him first. At level 44, I'm feeling quite confident, actually. We start off with a Body Slam against Pidgeot, and oh, we're slow. Yeah, I don't like that. Wing Attack doesn't do too much to us, and then we hit it with a Body Slam that crits and takes out most of its health. We're then hit with a Sand Attack, which, yeah, I don't like that either. And then we take it out with another Body Slam. Growlithe goes down to a single Body Slam thanks to a crit. Execute survives a Body Slam and then uses Reflect. Body Slam then misses, and we're hit with Leech Seed. Yeah, I'm really not liking this. This is not going well at all. One more Body Slam takes it down. Next comes out Alakazam, and yeah, I'm concerned. It'll outspeed us and probably hit us with Psychic or something like that. Oh, okay, Recover. Alright then. Body Slam then just knocks it out in one hit. Right, things might not actually be that bad. Well, we now have an opportunity to learn Takedown, but I don't think it'll be worth it. We're at 104 HP for Blastoise. Body Slam and... oh, a miss. Right, and then Leech Seed and Water Gun trims our health a little. Oh well, no worries. Another attempt at Body Slam and... oh, another miss. Right, okay. Well, another Water Gun and Leech Seed combo, so let's just go for a Body Slam and... oh, come on now! Ah! This was actually going surprisingly well up until now. Even though I didn't like the way that it was going, it wasn't actually that bad a run. Well, then we get bitten and we only have 12 HP left. Body Slam finally hits and... oh, paralysis. This might actually help us and... oh, no, bubble hits. We're down. Well, that was bloody annoying. Let's give it another go. Pidgeot is another 2-hit KO. No Sand Attack this time, instead it tried Whirlwind. Wing Attack hits hard though. We take out Growlithe, execute his hit with a Body Slam, and then it puts us to sleep. Bugger. And then there's Leech Seed. Double bugger. Well, we eventually managed to take out the eggs, but Bill's not in a good state right now. Psybeam hits us, and it seems that we're just not doing enough damage with Body Slam this time. Maybe we've got a badge boost from Sand Attack? I don't know if that works. I think it might do. Anyway, a Quick Attack takes it down before it can hit us. We're at 22 HP going into Blastoise, and I don't expect we can really do that much. And yeah, we can't. A single bubble, and we are taken down. Well, I think we are able to do this fight, so we'll give it another go. We're hit with Sand Attack, and Body Slam does decent damage with a crit. We go for a Quick Attack, but it misses. Then it tries to Whirlwind us. We Quick Attack again, miss again, and it Whirlwinds again. Then we Quick Attack it. Quick Attack. Quick Attack. Then we Quick Attack again, miss again, and it Whirlwinds again. Then we Quick Attack again, miss again, and it Whirlwinds again. God, this is pathetic! Finally, Quick Attack hits, and we can move on with our lives. Growlithe takes 2 hits to go down. We miss Execute with a Body Slam, and it fails to hypnotise us. We miss with another Body Slam, and it hits us with Leech Seed. A third Body Slam hits and almost takes it out with a crit, but then we just hit it with a Quick Attack, and that is done. Alakazam goes down to a single Body Slam. Lastly, we have Blastoise, and we hit it with a Body Slam that paralyses. It withdraws, we hit with another Body Slam. It then bites us and we're down to almost half health. We hit each other with a couple of Body Slams and bubbles, and then finally, I get the last hit in and we take it out. A really scrappy fight, but I knew it was possible. That didn't go well though. With the difficulty we had with that fight and the troubles we had with Giovanni last time, I'm quite concerned about this next fight. Still, I think this fight's a bit easier than the last one against Giovanni. Nidorino is a single crit Body Slam into the grave. Kangaskhan takes a couple of Body Slams, and its Comet Punch is a lot less scary than last time. For Rhyhorn, I just go for Body Slams. We get hit with a couple of Tail Whips, and there's a rather brutal Stomp, but we might actually be alright. Nidoqueen comes out, and it does nothing to us. It gets a Guard Spec, then just Tail Whips, and we finish it off. Man, that was anticlimactic. Well, maybe Sabrina's gonna be a bit more interesting. Kadabra outspeeds us, which isn't really that surprising, and then it hits us with a Psybeam. We then take it down with a single Body Slam, which also isn't particularly surprising. Mr. Mime just about survives a Body Slam, and we take it out with a Quick Attack. Venomoth is hit with a Body Slam, it uses Psybeam on us, and then we finish it off with another Body Slam. Alakazam hits us with Psywave, which doesn't do much, and then we hit it with Body Slam, and I'm actually kind of surprised to find out that it survives. Psychic probably destroys us here, but I've got Quick Attack. First time victory against Sabrina. I'm kind of surprised by that, but quite happy as well. It's really nice having Quick Attack there still. Bill isn't the speediest little guy, so it's really quite helpful having it around. With Sabrina done, let's head over to Cinnabar Island and give Blaine a go. I'm going to try him without having fought any extra trainers, but I think I should have, just for the levels for the Elite Four. Let's see what happens. First up is Growlithe, and we hit it with a Body Slam and almost take it out. It responds with Agility, which allows us to then just knock it out. I keep mashing buttons against Ponyta and accidentally use a Quick Attack, which takes it within Super Potion range. Next turn we use a Body Slam and Ponyta just about survives, and then we're put into a Fire Spin, during which Blaine uses another Super Potion. Body Slam finishes it off. Rapidash outspeeds and a Stomp causes us to flinch. It then misses a Tail Whip, and we take it down with a crit Body Slam. The big Fire Dog comes out next and outspeeds us, uses Takedown, and it's not looking good for us. Body Slam's not doing enough damage to it, but we do manage to paralyze it. This lets us outspeed it, but unfortunately, even though victory is within sight, we're hit with a crit Ember and we're done. I reckon we'd be able to do this again at this level, but I want the extra levels for later, so I beat up all of his dudes, then go again. Growlithe goes down to the same as before, but this time hits us with a Leer. Ponyta is a one-hit KO with Body Slam, then Rapidash takes 2 hits to take out. This time we've got to the big Fire Dog without losing any health, which is quite nice. Body Slam reduces it to just past half health. Blaine then uses a Super Potion, we hit with another Body Slam, it hits us with a really nasty Fire Blast, and then we finish it off with one last Body Slam. And now we're going to take on Giovanni one last time. Now I know our attack's going to do bugger all damage here, so I'll go for the classic sand attack strategy. If we can't hit them hard, how about they can't hit us at all? We get 3 sand attacks in before Guard Spec. We then try for a Body Slam and it misses, which sucks. Then we're hit with Crit Fury attack, which sucks. We finally get a Body Slam in and oh bloody hell, that's doing F-all. Yeah, this is why if we're using sand attacks, we need to get in as many as we can. By the time we finally manage to take it down, it's hit us enough to bring us to 50 health. I'm really not sure if we can do this. Dugtrio then slashes and we hang on with 1 HP. What, 1 HP? 1 HP and then Body Slam takes it down. Yeah, we're done. I'm not narrating the rest of this. We're done. It's over. Just look at that. Right, next attempt, and maybe we don't go for sand attack strats this time. Well, we get through Rhyhorn having taken less damage than last time, so that's good. He only managed to get 1 attack on us that whole time. Dugtrio then just growls at us, which I'm actually not that happy about, because Body Slam's not doing that much damage. Body Slam doesn't take it out, but it does paralyze it, which then lets us hit it one last time, and we're through to Nidoqueen. We hit it a few times, and it hits us a couple of times, and then we get poisoned, which, well, when we've still got Rhydon to take on, that seems like an absolute death sentence. Of course, that's if we can get through Nidoking, which we can't. After a bit of leveling, we go again. I go full Body Slams this time on Rhyhorn, and it does a lot of damage to us, bringing us down to 66 HP. Dugtrio goes down to 2 quick attacks, and then thanks to Crit Body Slam, we take out Nidoqueen in 2 hits, before it can do too much to us. Still, we're at 36 HP going into Nidoking, so I doubt we can really get through this, and oh, nice, paralysis. Oh, double nice. It's paralyzed. Alright, another hit takes it out, and we're somehow through to Rhydon. Well, the best bet I have is to stop it from hitting me, so sand attack and oh, bloody hell, a Guard Spec. Well, I don't notice and just go for sand attack again, and then we get stomped to death. Alright, fine, let's go. Sand attack, Guard Spec. Alright, fine. Whatever. It's Body Slam time then. Paralyze helps out a good bit, and then we get through with 122 HP left. Dugtrio goes down to 2 quick attacks, and Nidoqueen takes 3 hits, having hurt us a little with a scratch. The most Nidoking can do against us is a bit of a poison sting before we take it out. We have 101 HP going into Rhydon, which is great. Now, I've saved up as many Body Slams as I can going into this last Pokemon, but let's start with sand attacks. After one, we're hit with a stomp that hurts real hard, but then we just keep going until Giovanni finally uses a Guard Spec. We've got 6 Body Slams, so let's see if that's enough. Oh god, no, that's doing basically nothing. Well, at least it paralyzed? That'll make it harder for Rhydon to hit us. And yeah, it keeps getting fully paralyzed. The bloody thing just can't hit us. Even when it isn't paralyzed, it misses or tries to use Fissure, which has no effect. What is a concern is we do run out of Body Slams at one point and then have to start chipping away at it with quick attacks, but it only takes 2 more and we have finally beat Giovanni for the very last time. That was a really tough one. Bookending the fight with Rhyhorn and Rhydon just makes it so difficult as we don't have anything good against them damage-wise, because, well, we're a complete and utter normie. With Giovanni finally out of the way, we can look to head off to Victory Road and the Elite Four, but not before catching up with Manny and his plethora of Pokemon. First up, we 3-shot Pidgeot, then sand attack the hell out of Rhyhorn before body slamming it away. The little fire dog is useless, so gets destroyed by Body Slam. After that is a pile of eggs and we smush them, but then we get leech seeded before we're able to finish it off. Alakazam outspeeds us and hits us with a rather nasty Psychic, and Body Slam doesn't one-shot, which I'm not happy with. But Quick Attack finishes it off. I'm really not sure if we'll have enough HP against Blastoise, and yeah, we don't. Bite removes the rest of our HP. We go again and get through Pidgeot and Rhyhorn alright, but then it turns out that the little fire dog isn't quite as useless as I thought, and it survives a Body Slam, which means it then kills itself using takedown. Our HP isn't as nice as it might look, and then the eggs paralyze us. This is a bit scary for the rest of the fight, which really doesn't go on for that much longer, and Alakazam defeats us. Still, I reckon we've got this. Pidgeot hits us hard with Wing Attack, but a second Body Slam crits and it's defeated. Rhyhorn gets some hits on us and we're down to 57 HP, when the little Fire Dog comes out, but this time Body Slam one-hit KOs it. The pile of eggs is paralysed, so can't hurt us before we crack them all. Alakazam decides to recover at full HP, and we take it out with a Body Slam and a Quick Attack. Last up, Blastoise, and we're gonna have to hope Sand Attack stops it from hurting us. Well, it sort of works, until it doesn't, and then we're bitten all of the way down to 2 HP. Then it works very well, and Blastoise does nothing to us. Bill barely holds on to consciousness and slams his way to victory. Well, this is looking great for the Elite Four, isn't it? We munch on a bunch of rare candies and enter the Lorelei fight at level 64, which I'm sure won't work out well. I've kept the same move loadout for now, but I'll probably change later. Let's do this then. First up, Dugong. Body Slam, Takedown Recoil, then Body Slam, and it's done. I think Takedown was important there, but I don't really like taking the damage. After that is Cloyster, who has high defense, which our attacks might struggle against. I go for sand attacks, but we're still getting hit a bunch. We end up in a bit of a Body Slam Super Potion cycle and finish up Cloyster with only 19 HP left. We go all in on Body Slams against Slowbro, and despite being hit a couple of times with growls, we manage to take it down. But this is looking like the fight's over. Crit Body Slam takes out Jinx, but there's no way we're beating Lapras. We go for Sand Attack as it's our only chance, but Hydro Pump hits and we're done. Right, let's go again. Dugong does bugger all against us, and now we're up against Cloyster and just go for hitting it until it's done. Unfortunately, we get hit quite a bit and finish it on 78 HP, which is actually better than last time. Slowbro takes quite a few Body Slams before we finish it off, which I'm not actually that happy with. We're running low on power points. Jinx then actually hits us first this time before we one-hit KO it. We go for Sand Attacks against Lapras, but after it misses us with Hydro Pump the first time, it hits the second time and we're done. I'm not sure we're getting through this at level 64. We give it a few more goes, but it's just defeat after defeat after defeat. Next time I try properly is at level 67. I've replaced Bide with Mimic and used PowerPoint ups to increase the number of Body Slams we have access to. Dugong takes a few hits thanks to it growling at us and then resting. Once we're done with it, we move on to Cloyster and I test out Mimicking Clamp, seeing as it's a multi-turn move that stops the opponent from attacking. It's not very strong though, so I go for Body Slams and then it confuses us and things go a bit hectic. Eventually, it's done and we have 59 HP left. Clamping Slowbro turns out to not be a great idea either, which makes sense seeing as it's a water move, but we outspeed it so it stops it from hurting us and we eventually take it down. We Body Slam Jinx, but we don't take it out and then it hits us back and we're done. Right, let's go again. Body Slams for Dugong and it is done. Less faffing about with Cloyster, just Body Slam and then it's done. Slowbro also gets the Body Slam treatment, but it does hit us with a growl which I'm not happy with. Anyway, it's done. Jinx gets the slam, done. Finally on to Lapras. We hit it with all the sand attacks we can, which is 6 to reduce its accuracy, and hope that it can't hit us after that. That seems to have done the trick and we make it through Lorelei for the very first time. I'm really happy I've kept hold of sand attack all this time. It does actually help us quite a bit in certain situations. After Lorelei comes Bruno, who is usually a bit of a joke, but he's got two Onyxes? Onyxes? Onyxi? Onyxpodes? I'm not looking forward to them anyway. I go for Mimic on the Onyx, but I'm not really sure what to take. Rock Throw, maybe? Yeah, let's give it a go. Bruno and Onyx do as much as they can to limit the effectiveness of Body Slam. Yeah, this isn't going to go well. We do beat it eventually, but how are we going to get through the rest of the fight with so few attacking moves? We use our last Body Slam on Hitmonchan and then see what Rock Throw can do, but it misses and then it just does basically nothing. Right, okay, I screwed this up big time. We eventually take it down, then hit Hitmonlee with a few quick attacks and we're on to the second Onyx. Yeah, we're going to do nothing against this guy. We go for a bunch of sand attacks and unleash every attack we have left. We run out of Rock Throw, then use up all of our quick attacks, and then we have to use Sand Attack until we can struggle and eventually we take it out. Then there's Machamp, and we're done. We're done. Machamp doesn't even hit us, we just take ourselves out with our own struggle. I decide it's time for a bit of leveling, and I have a few unsuccessful runs with the Elite Four, either struggling to get through Lorelei or not managing to get through Bruno. Our next decent run is at level 72, and you might notice my moveset has actually changed a little bit. This time, I've swapped out Quick Attack for Reflect. No idea if I've screwed up here, I've got rid of one of my attacking moves, but we'll see how it goes. The thing about this is I like having the possibility of a bit of extra defense, which might come in useful. Thing is though, this fight here is just a body slam fest. I try some tactics where I mimic Amnesia off of Slowbro to limit damage from Lapras, but it seems at this level just going for murder is the best way forward. On to Bruno, and here's actually a strategy I really quite enjoy. Oh god, I forgot to heal up. Right, well, normally what I want to do is use Reflect and then a bunch of sand attacks before attacking, but this time I just go for body slams and hope for the best. Onyx goes down, we're at 85 HP. Hitmonchan takes 2 body slams, but Bruno loves to use X-Defend, so we often just get both hits in and it's down. Hitmonlee's useless and just goes down to a body slam. Well, we've only got 1 body slam going into Onyx, so let's use it and then, well, I guess we could mimic something and... oh, this'll be fun. Let's go for Rage! When would we normally use Rage? Oh, yeah, this is good. We're both raging at each other now. Let's do this! It's a war of attrition, and I can't believe it, but we actually beat Onyx. Now, those little hits against Onyx didn't look like much, but we've been building up a lot of attack power, and Machamp has far lower defense than Onyx did, so let's see how things go, and oh man, that's good. Bruno just does nothing with Machamp. He gives it a bit of defense, and then it leers at us, but yeah, we've won. Oh man, that was good. That was good. It shouldn't have worked. It was brilliant. And I'm going to use it for every single Bruno fight now. It's just great. This might not be the most effective way of dealing with Bruno, but it's the funniest, so I'm going to go with it. Right, now it's Agatha time, and we're obviously not going to use Bide strats against her ghost like we did in Pokemon Tower. No, this time we have Mimic, so we can copy Nightshade and use that instead. Gengar is faster than us, which I'm not happy with, but when am I ever happy? It misses with Dream Eater and we use Mimic. We hit with Nightshade, but then we become confused and then hit ourselves. Then we snap out of confusion and then finish off Gengar. Not too bad that actually. It's a pretty good start. Golbat can be body slammed a couple of times and we're done with that as well. Haunter next and we hit it with Nightshade, but then it puts us to sleep and we immediately wake up. We're hit with Nightshade and then finish it off with our own Nightshade. Arbok next and we hit it with a single crit body slam, and we're on to the second Gengar on our first try against Agatha. Gengar then just tries to eat our dreams while we're awake, and 3 Nightshades later, it's down, and that's Agatha done. First try victory. Wow, we might actually do this. Well, with that sorted, let's see what we can do against Lance. I'm honestly not sure what route to take here. I guess just body slam, right? Well, it does over half health damage to Gyarados, but then Hydro Pump hits us hard. The second one takes it down. Dragonair comes out, and I feel like speed's gonna be an issue later, especially against Aerodactyl. Plus, there's badge boost stuff on top, but it's mostly for the speed that I copy Agility, get a couple of those in before we go for Body Slam and take it out in one hit. The other Dragonair comes out, and we hit that with Body Slam. Aerodactyl comes out next, which we outspeed, which is great, it's what we wanted, but after a couple of Body Slams, it uses Takedown, and we're defeated. That was actually a pretty good run, and unfortunately it was the last time I saw Lance for about an hour. I got a bit overconfident. I was certain I'd be able to get to Lance at my current level, and it just wasn't happening. I didn't really change my strategy either. Any changes were things like using sand attacks where I didn't before, or not using sand attacks and stuff like that. Sometimes the run would fail immediately, sometimes the run would fail a lot deeper in. When I eventually got back to Lance, Gyarados went well. A couple of body slams, then it's onto Dragonair. Reflect gives us some physical defense, we go for agilities, and then Dragonair goes down to a single body slam. Next one gets taken out immediately. Next up is Aerodactyl, which was a bit of a problem last time. I go for sand attacks to avoid being hit, and then it confuses us, which is just annoying. We hit ourselves once, but we're fine after that, go for some more sand attacks, then body slam it to death. Last up is the Dragonite, and I'm certain our only way forward here is to stop it from hitting us, so sand attacks are the order of the day. What I don't account for is Barrier, which is awful for us. We're just not doing that much damage, and then it hits us with a Hyper Beam, and that's the run finished. Ugh. I decide to level up again and we start the next decent run at level 75 and get to Lance at level 77. Things look pretty similar to before, though I try out some sand attacks on the first Dragonair to help me set up agilities without taking damage. In doing so, I take damage, so yeah, that's not great. By the time we get to Aerodactyl, we're at 7 HP, and despite nearly knocking it out, it takes us out first. On my next leveling run, where I didn't use any elixirs or ethers, I actually get to Lance, which is kind of funny. Imagine being Lance and you see some kid get to you, and all he's got is an exhausted Eevee that's slowly dying of poison. Gyarados, please, put Bill out of his misery. Thank you. Do you lot understand this drawing a bit more now? This is what the original Bill went through. We start the next proper run at level 78, and it's pretty much what you've seen before. Though I do need to show you the end of this Agatha fight. Gengar starts by confusing us as we use Nightshade. Toxic poisons us and we hit ourselves in confusion. Then the next turn we do the same. The toxic poison brings us down to 4 HP, but we managed to hit with a Nightshade and win. That got super hairy, but we did it, and it's on to Lance once again. This time at level 80. We hit Gyarados with Body Slam and then it leers at us, meaning we could just Body Slam it again and not worry about having been hit. I reflect against Dragonair, go for agilities, and then Body Slam it away. Next Dragonair comes out and we Body Slam that one too, and we're at 161 HP going into Aerodactyl. Of course, we outspeed and hit it with Body Slam, which takes out a load of its health. We're hit with Hyper Beam, but it doesn't actually do that much, so we just hit it with another Body Slam and that's it done. We're on to Dragonite with 122 HP and I go for Sand Attacks, hoping that this time it doesn't use Barrier, and it doesn't. At least, not until we've taken out most of its health with a Body Slam. At that point, it's too late and we manage to destroy it, thus beating Lance for the very first time so far. Thank God for that. I didn't get to him very often and I was happy to have finally had a run that worked. And now it's on to the champion. Will this be a win for the normies or will variety win? Let's find out. Once again, we meet Pidgeot and I'm not 100% certain on how to start. I haven't thought too far ahead, which is always my problem in these runs. We go for a Reflect, and that physical defense will probably be useful, which we get to see straight away when we're hit with Wing Attack, and it does barely anything. A couple of Body Slams later, and Pidgeot's gone. Alakazam is out next, and we go for Body Slam, though it hits us with Psychic first, and it does quite a bit of damage. Our attack takes it out, though. I think about going for Sand Attacks on Rhydon, but maybe it's just better to go for Body Slams, and so we do that, paralyze it, and then keep on slamming. Unfortunately, we do get hit and go down to 85 HP with 3 more Pokemon to go. When the big Fire Dog comes out, I figure we just need to keep on hitting and smash it with a Body Slam. We get leered and then Body Slam it again to take it out. Honestly, that guy did actually worry me a little, but the fact that it only took 2 hits to take down was quite nice. To be fair, being 20 levels higher than it probably helped. Next up is Executor, which doesn't look particularly eggy, and this is where I deploy Mimic and grab Hypnosis. I reckon that this will help us through the rest of the fight, provided we aren't put to sleep as well. Thankfully, we're just stomped on a bit and so put it to sleep in revenge, and Body Slam it a couple of times. Not too bad. Into Blastoise with 57 HP left. Hypnosis might be the thing that saves us here. Well, let's put it to sleep and... yeah, that's a miss. Oh, thank God, Blizzard missed. Right, let's try again and... oh, not again. Oh, and then Hydro Pump hits, of course. Well, GG, I guess. With the next few runs, I don't really have that much to comment on. It's quite similar to what you've seen before, so let's just see how the next fight against Manny goes. Well, it's quite similar, actually. We can skip through pretty much all the fight and see we got to 148 HP when we got to Blastoise, which should be more than enough. We try Hypnosis and it misses, so we hit with Blizzard. Try again, doesn't work, and Blastoise withdraws. Try again, it misses again. So at this point, I think it's worth noting that Hypnosis is a 60% move. I thought it was higher than that, but yeah, no, it isn't. After being hit with another Blizzard, we try Hypnosis again, and it finally works. All we need to do is keep hitting it with Body Slam, and we've got this. We bring it right down to a tiny bit of health, and it doesn't matter what happens now, we just need to get one more hit in, and... oh God, no! Full restore! Oh God damn it! Well, rip me, I guess. Ah! We were so close! Ah! Okay. When we finally manage to get back to Manny, let's play this a bit more sensibly, okay? Well, Pidgeot trolls us a bit at the start, and mirror moves our Reflect, so it takes a few Body Slams to take that down, but we're not hit too much. Alakazam then reflects as well, and we get a body slam in that paralyzes it, meaning that we get the first hit on the next turn. Nice. Out comes Rhydon, and we just keep hitting it. We don't even get hit. Worst that happens is Tail Whip, but it'll be fine, I'm sure. We hit the big fire dog with a body slam and paralyze it, so it doesn't hit us, and we take it out without being hit. This is a god run, I swear. Egg Tree is up next, and I mimic Hypnosis, but then just go for hitting it to death. By the time we finish with it, we're at 150 HP, which should hopefully see us through the rest of the fight. But we had about this much last time, and that went horribly wrong. This time though, I'm gonna go with Sand Attack strats. We get hit with Hydro Pump, but we should be okay, we've got loads of HP. Sand Attack again, Hydro Pump misses. Sand Attack, Blizzard misses. Sand Attack, Blizzard misses. Sand Attack, Withdraw. Let's go for Hypnosis. Hypnosis misses. Bite misses. Hypnosis works. Okay, here we go. Let's get slamming. Body Slam. Body Slam. Okay, one more. Will that do it? Body Slam. No, so close. But wait. He's not using full restore. We did it. We did it! For whatever reason, Manny didn't use a full restore this time, and we've won! Holy crap, that was a grind. Lots of work to get through this one. Only having access to normal moves really hampered us and made some parts of this run super painful, such as the Pokemon Tower, but it also made me use a move that I'd never normally use. Plus, I had fun with Mimic throughout the Elite Four. I don't think this was the best run it could have been, and there were probably ways I could have improved things. The Elite Four were painful, and maybe I did just need to level up a bit more, but I think the strategy was fine. I'm sure you've all got some better ideas on how I could have done this. Think I should have used another move? Anything else you think I could have done better? Let me know. This was a really interesting run, and I really enjoyed looking at the different ways that you could approach these fights. Sure, at times it was just Body Slam, but having things like Quick Attack and Sand Attack there really made me think about what I could do in different situations. I'm really interested to see what the evolutions are going to be like. I don't know which one's going to have the best run, so maybe that's something I'll work through soon. For now though, enjoy this lovely image of an Eevee. If you liked the video, give it a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.